So I've been asked to give you just a little bit of a preview of what we can look forward to in the galleries over the coming years out of my department. And very soon, right after the Ganesh, this spring opening on the 5th of May, is the next In Focus exhibition in Gallery 1. So as soon as you walk into the doors of the museum, right now you see this spectacular Picasso painting, and I thought, oh my goodness, how can I follow that, right? With this, groundbreaking research in a monograph that was published along with, spectacular lone exhibition in the Focus Gallery. So anyway, there wasn't time to produce a publication with this exhibition, but what we're going to be doing is focusing on a concept that has come out of India and Southeast Asia in order that has kind of pervaded the Western imagination, but possibly isn't all that well understood by everyone here in the West. And this is the concept of Tantra. And in a way, this was selected in anticipation of a major exhibition that's happening next summer, the summer of 2014, focusing on yoga. Probably, again, one of the most popular Western notions of an idea and artistic imagery to have come out of India. So Tantra and Buddhist art is the feature exhibition. There will be 20 objects, and there are objects. I brought this actually as the first object because to show you, because it does have this garland of severed heads, and severed heads is sort of common in tantric imagery. As a follow-up to the Ganesh, because the other alternative object to bring for that space in the cafe was a massive disembodied head, and I thought that wouldn't be so appetizing in the cafe, so you got to have the Ganesh instead. But anyway, so your fill of severed heads will come in the gallery devoted to Tantra. But each one of these severed heads, of course, stands for one of your 50 negative emotions, so things like jealousy and anger and ignorance and fear, that sort of thing. So we'll explain in the exhibition how you can sever those and string them along like flowers on a garland. This fabulous mandala is probably one of the kinds of images of Tantra par excellence, and it's been in our collection for quite a number of years from central Tibet. It features the dancing female emanation of an enlightened being in the center in all her various forms and different colors, presiding over different directions. Tantra, pretends to be very complicated. Well, I suppose it is complicated, but it's mostly multiplicity of many sorts of things. And to try to reach enlightenment, tantric practitioners sit in, one of the favorite places for tantric practitioners to hang out is in cremation grounds, where they can get used to the fact that the body is going to die and going to decay and be eaten by vultures and all this. And other things, so you don't worry, once you kind of get used to that, you don't worry about it as much, and then can be closer to enlightenment. Getting closer to enlightenment also can result in a good deal of wealth. So a lot of these tantric works of art have depictions of the god of wealth, as in the lower left, where the mongoose he holds is being squeezed and spitting out coins ad infinitum. So we'll have these kinds of depictions from, and details from the objects in the collection blown up in photographs so that we can see the details well. And there's an emphasis on the importance of teachers and the important lineage of teachers to convey the correct versions of tantric teachings. And this is Virupa, one of the most celebrated of the teachers in the tantric tradition, where he stops the sun in the course of its tracks so that he can not have to pay his bill before sundown and continue drinking. We have a fabulous depiction of a Virupa in sculpture from China that was commissioned and produced in the imperial workshops of the Ming Dynasty Yongle Emperor. And so this will be on view in the exhibition also. And it also draws attention to the spread of Tantra across Asia. We normally think of it as a Himalayan tradition, but it was important in China, Japan, and across Southeast Asia as well. Ritual implements will be on view, as well as three-dimensional gilt bronze versions of the painted, dancing, female enlightened beings that we saw in the center of the mandala. And these ritual objects will be on view in the Tantra exhibition, but then going off to the British Museum for an important exhibition on Ming Dynasty Chinese art, along with some of our Chinese paintings, because they were, as we can see by inscription at the bottom, produced in the imperial workshops of the Ming Dynasty. So the Tantra exhibition will run through the summer, that is from the 5th of May until the 15th of September.